The reason why your manifestation is not coming in is because you are blocking it. Whether that's because you don't think that you're truly capable of having that thing, whether it's because you don't think that you're worthy of having that thing, you don't deserve that thing, or perhaps it could be because you're not identifying with the thing, which is probably the most important thing. Manifestation is not, I want that thing, and then that thing shows up. Manifestation is, I want this desire. Now I've identified the version of myself who has this desire already. And then you embody that person, that version of you that has the thing that you want already. You do the things that that version of you that has everything that you desire would do. And then your desire comes in. You cannot manifest by saying, I accept $1 million. And then 10 minutes later go, why does my bank account say $10? You can't go, oh, I want a Lamborghini, and then go, why is there a Honda Civic in my driveway? What's going on with that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? When you are spending time and you're living in this lack, that's lack. You're living in, I do not have this thing. When you're living like that, of course you're not going to have that thing. Because the universe, or whoever you believe in, is going, all right, she's saying that she doesn't have a Lamborghini in her driveway. She has a Civic. So I guess we're just going to keep the Civic in there. That makes the most sense. Your environment mirrors your internal. Your environment, your reality, mirrors your thoughts and your beliefs. So if you believe, oh, well, I'm looking outside right now and I don't see the fancy car that I just manifested 10 minutes ago, clearly it's not real. Clearly this mumbo jumbo yabba dabba doo does not work because I'm not in a Lamborghini right now. If you keep saying that, of course you're not going to be in a Lamborghini. But if you go, okay, I want a Ferrari, and then you identify that version of you that has the Ferrari. And when I mean identify, I mean literally sit down and think about that future version of you that has that Ferrari. What do they dress like? How do they look? How do they speak about themselves? Do they say, oh, I don't have this, this, and this, and this? Or do they say, I'm so grateful I have this, 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 and this? Whatever it may be, I'm grateful for every single thing in my life. So you identify personality traits, routines, appearances that that version of you that has the Ferrari would do, act, say, and then you start to identify with those things. So if the version of you that has a Ferrari wakes up at 6:30 in the morning, you're going to start waking up at 6:30 in the morning. If the version of you that has $1 million in the bank goes outside, then you're going to go outside. If that version of you that has a relationship, puts themselves out there, is confident, loves themselves, well, then you're going to put yourself out there. You're going to be confident and you're going to love yourself. That is how you get the thing that you want. When you are wanting something, you're not identifying with something. When you're identifying with something, you're not wanting something. If you're identifying with a version of yourself that has a Lamborghini, you're not walking around saying, oh, I want a Lamborghini so badly. I wish I had a Lamborghini. Oh my God, I hate my little Civic that takes me everywhere that I want to go. Because you're not in a state of wanting. You're in a state of identifying. You already have a Lamborghini. It's already happened. If you had a Lamborghini outside your house right now, would you worry? Oh my God, where's my Lamborghini? What's happening to my Lamborghini? No, it's outside. It's in the driveway. It's safe and sound. It's locked. When you are operating out of that lack mindset, you cannot possibly manifest the life that you desire. But when you start identifying with the things that you want and you get out of that wanting and you start identifying with it, you become the person that would have that desire, that has that desire. That desire shows up. And you may be thinking, okay, this is really skeptical. This still seems like yabba dabba doo. You're trying to tell me that if I just start acting like somebody who has a Lamborghini, I'm going to get a Lamborghini. I understand that. This is how it works. That version of you has a Lamborghini. That version of you is confident. They believe in themselves. They think that they're capable of achieving whatever they want. They put themselves in situations that you yourself right now would not have the confidence to do. They would go out and they would talk to people and they would start conversations or they would have connections with people that you may not have connections with right now because you're not confident. That version of you believes in themselves, that they can achieve everything. So they start doing things because they know that they can't possibly fail. And if they failed, then that's just a lesson. It was supposed to happen so they could maybe change course, change direction, start something new. And because of that confidence, because of that feeling, that knowing, that inner knowing that they can accomplish anything that they want, all of a sudden they get a job that you think right now, holy shit, how would I even get that job? That it blows my mind that, somebody could get paid that much. But that version of you is confident enough to put themselves out there, to go for things that maybe they may not have every single qualification, but they have 75% of it. So they apply. And oh, would you look at that? They got it because they're confident and they love themselves and they think they're worthy and valuable and they're capable of having that job. And now all of a sudden your income has just tripled. Okay, now that your income has tripled, now you have investments. Now you do this, that, and there's so many other things. And then all of a sudden, a year later, a Lamborghini shows up. So it's not just, oh, you wake up one day, you embody that version of yourself, and then a Lamborghini just self-drives itself onto your driveway. No, you become that version of yourself that has a Lamborghini, and you do the things that that person would do. And so you talk to people, and you make connections, and you find yourself in situations that the past versions of yourself would not be in. And that opens up 1,000 more doors for you. And because of all of that, then you get your Lamborghini. Does that make sense? Now, how do you do this? How do you identify with this version of yourself? What I want you to do is I want you to draw a little stick figure of yourself, and I want you to write my current self-concept. And then I want you to really dig deep. Think about yourself. How do you feel about yourself truly? How do you feel about your life? How do you feel about your body? How do you feel about your personality? What are the things that you like about yourself? What are the things you dislike about yourself? How do you feel when you walk into a room? What do you think other people think of you? That's really important, because what you think other people think of you is just in your head. So if you think other people look at you when you walk into a room and go, oh, that bitch is fat, that's just a projection of your own insecurities. Likewise, if you think that somebody looks at you and goes, holy shit, that's a fat badonk, that's also just like they're not saying these things to you. And then on another page, I want you to draw another stick figure. And I want you to title it your future self-concept or your desired concept. And I want you to think about something that you want to manifest, whether that's a car or a job or a relationship. And I want you to think about the version of you that is already living that life that has that thing. Think about it. I know what's in your mind. Okay, I know you can see that version of yourself. Okay, and they look good. They look hot, right? And you want to be them. Exactly. You are them already. Joke's on you. Then I want you to do run through the exact same questions. What do you like about yourself? What do you dislike about yourself? How do you feel when you walk into a room? How do you feel about yourself? How does that version of you feel about yourself? How do you think other people view you? Are they inspired by you? Are they like, wow, that's a really nice haircut? Oh, wow, look, she takes care of herself. Oh, she's so intelligent. Oh, she's so... whatever. Write that down. And before you do anything to your current self-concept, I want you to just take a moment and just look at both of them side by side. Your current self-concept and then your future self-concept. For me, the results were astounding. They blew my mind away. My current self-concept was like all negative. It was all like, this person hates herself, clearly. And my future self-concept was all positive. Because in my mind, I am my future self-concept, right? In my mind, I think I'm that person. But when it actually gets down to the nitty-gritty details of how I feel about myself right now, I hate myself. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. So now that you've taken a gander at your current self-concept and your desired self-concept, I want you to become that person, right? Like, X out the current self-concept. That is in the past. That is yesterday's problem. You are now this. It's not your desired concept. It's your self-concept right now. If you said in your future self-concept, I'm always happy. I love my life. I'm grateful for everything that I've been through. I'm loving. I'm kind. I want you to embody those characteristics. Every single choice that you make from here on out, you're going to ask yourself, what would that version of me do? And eventually it's going to turn into, what would I do? If you're trying to be a healthier version of yourself and you're trying to, have that snatched body. So let's say you're hungry and you have the choice between a protein shake and a piece of cake. I want you to think about what that version of yourself that has the snatched waist and the badonkadonk, what would they do? If that version of yourself is like, actually, I don't want to have cake. I would feel more satiated with a protein shake. Then have the protein shake. If you're bored and you have the choice between reading a book and doom scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours, you have to think, what would that version of yourself that has the life that you want to be living, what would they do? Would they doom scroll for 3 hours, or would they like to read? And then over time, you just automatically will do all of these things. You will become that person. You'll look in the mirror and you're like, holy cow, this is the bitch that I was visualizing 6 months ago when I watched this one video on YouTube from this random girl that was sitting on the floor in the sun. And now she's staring back in the mirror. The moral of the story is that you're worthy of everything that you desire. When you stop wanting something and you start identifying with the version of you that has the thing that you desire, things come so easily to you because you're not trying to operate out of this weird frequency where you're like, I don't believe that I deserve to have this thing. I'm going to still take steps towards the thing that I want. It's going to feel like you're in some honey. It's going to feel really sticky. Like every single step you make, you're putting in so much effort and you're exerting so much energy. But then when you stop operating out of that lack and you start being grateful for everything, you start identifying with a version of yourself that has the things that you desire, everything comes easier to you because you're taking action from a place of pure intent. You're taking action because you love yourself and you want good things for yourself and you know that you can accomplish anything. So when you go out there and you start taking action towards accomplishing things, everything just feels like a really well-oiled machine. Like your new Lamborghini. Stop wanting and start identifying. And all of the things that you desire will just knock, knock, knock right on your doorstep. I think that's the video. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. I have so much more content coming that hopefully flow a little easier. I don't know. Things are just March. Have a nice day. Also, I've missed the sun so much. Looks like I live in a ski resort. I wish I could just harness the sun and just like put it in my room so that I could just have the sun all year round, you know? I'm super excited to move somewhere where it's sunny and warm all year round. I'm gonna be a different person. Yes, baby. What are you doing? I am. I should have put the sticker on the door. That was my B. I sure darn diddly hope that makes sense.